Hey guys, what's going on? MassGFX here. Today I'm going to bring you another Photoshop tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to create the glowing neon line effect here. Now there are quite a few tutorials up on this already. However, there are very few tutorials that show you how to create the different color flows here. So it's a very simple effect, and I feel a lot of you guys would really enjoy to see this one. So what we're going to go ahead and do is bring up our image. As you see, it's the same image, just going to start from scratch here. First thing you want to do is bring up a new layer, and then we're going to bring up our pen tool. We're going to make sure it's selected on the middle one right here on your path selection, and what it's going to allow us to do is click and make points here, and it won't fill them in. So now that we have that selected, what we're going to do is we're going to take our pen tool, we're going to click to make a point, then we're going to click and make another point. We're going to continue holding down our left mouse button, and we're going to drag off into a diagonal direction until it creates a nice little curve right there. And we're going to continue to do this all the way around her body. You can get as close or as far away as you want. What I'm doing for here is trying to continue with the shape of her body. And then we're going to get it nice and thin at the bottom there. Alright, now that we have that done, the next step we're going to want to do is bring up our brush tool. So we're going to hit our B key, and then we're going to right click, and we're going to scroll up to the top here. And for this one, for the image on this, I'm going to be selecting the brush size of 9. And what we're going to do is go back to our pen tool, and then we're going to right click, we're going to hit stroke path, we're going to make sure it's set on brush and click OK. As you can see, it just stroked the entire brush path that we just made with the brush size that we selected and the color that we have. Now, in order to get these lines off, you have to do is hit enter one more time. Now, and as you can see, it's just one plain color right here. Now, this is where I'm going to show you how to create the multi-color effect. What we're going to do is we're going to create another new layer. We're going to again hit up our B key. We're going to right click. We're going to go to our size 300 brush, soft edge, and then we're going to bring up our colors. Now, as you can see, it's already set to yellow, so I'm not going to be using yellow again. For this, I'm going to be selecting a hot pink first. I'm just going to hold down my left mouse button and then go over, certain parts of the line. And then again, I'm going to bring up another color. This for selecting, I'm going to select a nice blue. And continuing following along the path. Again, selecting another color, and I'm going to do a neon green. And you do not have to be super precise about this, guys. Don't worry about, zooming in and getting as close as you can to the lines. You don't have to worry about that, and I'll show you why here in a second. So for the last color, I'm going to select white and just get all that. As you can see, it's a complete mess right now, and it doesn't look anything like what I showed you before. Now, here's how you fix that problem. What we're going to do is, if you go up to your layer where you did your brushes, and you hold down your Alt key, and then you go in between your pen layer and your brushes layer, and you click, and you'll see a little thumbnail pop up. Now, if you click on that, it will create a clipping mask to the line that you just made. So as you can see, we have that nice little, color effects right here. And next we're going to do is we're going to bring it out and add that neon, the really nice glow effect to it. So for this, we're going to go to our pen layer that we created the shape on. We're going to double click to bring up our blending options. For here, we're going to do an outer glow. We're going to set the blend mode to normal. We're going to set the color to white for this one. Opacity to 100%. And you can mess with the spread and size as much as you wish. And we're going to set it to about 8. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a stroke. We're going to set the size to 1. Set the color to white. And it'll create just a little bit, it'll add a nice little stroke on the outside of it just to bring it out a little bit more. Go ahead and click OK. And from here we're going to give it that effect where it's behind and coming in front of her body. So in order to do this, we're going to zoom in a little bit. We're going to bring up our eraser tool. We're going to make sure it's selected on the, for me, I like to have it on the soft edge eraser. Now, as you can see, what this is going to do for us is if we hold here, it doesn't exactly erase like a normal brush would, or a normal eraser, I'm sorry. But what this will allow us to do is we can get really, a really nice selection here as close to her head as possible, because it will slowly, fade away the pixels of the brush that we did. So we can get nice and close here. And I'm not being, super precise on this, guys, so don't, don't hold it against me here. I'm just trying to make this a really fast and easy tutorial. Of course, when you're going to do this on your own images, you're going to be, a lot more precise than what I'm being. But while I'm erasing this, some ideas that you guys could do for this effect. You could do them on video game characters. If you're creating a desktop wallpaper and you need something to just kind of bring it out, if it just seems a little plain and simple, you can do it on that. Um, it's just a wide range of things you can do with this effect. So we're just gonna go ahead and erase this last bottom part here, like so. Alright, now that we have that done, we can zoom back out. And I see it's a little bright for me. It wasn't that bright in our first one, as you can see. So what I wanted to do for this is I went over here to my fill option, selected the arrow, and then I just lowered the fill ratio on it. And it just kind of, a little, I don't know, I don't really know the word for it, but it just kind of took it down a little bit more. It took the tone down and just made it flow a lot better with the background. So go ahead and zoom out, and there's our image. So again, guys, this is supposed to be a quick and easy tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this. But other than that, guys, take it easy.